to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off.
Take a look at my running back core.
Felt like I ain't 8 in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life.
Interesting.
We ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me?
It's not even a good trade-off.
Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to
keep that.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie in my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my Roski lose
Gordon,
his heart when
Thomas,
he was fighting that
Harry.
case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat
Meredith.
me, you like how it tastes. Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, it's crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me point up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
Grab another receiver here too. Just have another one just there.
Like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
There we go. Just into the preseason. First week we got Pittsburgh. Get some work in here.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on.
Time to raise another banner in Foxborough. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the 2019 season on EA Sports. Tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6th Super Bowl banner as they take on an old foe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back to wrap up a wild first Sunday in the NFL. But first, it's time for Sunday Night Football as we welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Godden with Charles Davis, and the 100th season of the NFL is underway. Had some great games this afternoon and on Thursday, but tonight the defending champs take the spotlight.
Raise the banner, another Super Bowl championship that they'll get to celebrate. Lots of hugs and songs and cheering, and once again, the Patriots on top of the football world as we begin another season. Do they have enough room to continue to raise banners? I feel like they're running out here at this stadium.
Somebody needs to try to unseat them, but these Patriots, they don't care about room. They just want more banners.
Yeah, that's for sure. And tonight, all they'll care about is celebrating yet another Super Bowl championship.
That's if we get to one. It's going to be interesting. That's for sure. Damian Harris is going to do the kick returning, huh? Alright.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, it's White. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And the big story, of course, no Rob Gronkowski at tight end. Who's going to step up for the big-time playmaker? Who's going to give Tom Brady the security blanket that he used to have from big number 87?
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a throw
hands on it,
zone
gotta catch
on first
that.
down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bravo! 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
Again, it's Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
7-0.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers under longtime head coach Mike Tomlin. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
He's one of the more exalted quarterbacks in the league, but I still don't think he gets enough appreciation for his ability to read defenses and lead his ball club.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And now the spotlight falls on wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, because with the acrimonious departure of Antonio Brown to Oakland and Le'Veon Bell moving on to the New York Jets, he is truly the #1 target for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think, oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 2nd and 9, Brady to Gordon out left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Brady already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. From the 17, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Off he goes. Oh, boy.
So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Outside of the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Whoever was on him got
James
toasted.
Washington, 75 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You
Tenso.
got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this
Play
time.
fake.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that.
First down.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super tough.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's got this down to the 35. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady gives this to White.
Good broken tackle.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
No.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Blitz
No.
coming, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
What?
oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
All
Where did
things
it
considered,
hit?
a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Wow.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Okay.
Thomas, the 9-year vet, course, all those great seasons with Denver, 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year, and now trying to work his way back off an Achilles tear. And if healthy, he can certainly be a big asset for Tom Brady.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eluding the punter, pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, get a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So,
and he'll take it into the end zone for the Patriot touchdown. James White, 77 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, 1 play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He finds his tight end Gentry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Brady. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now Brady. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 4. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer.
20-yard line.
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. Final 24 seconds of the 1st half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it was the Bears who began their NFC North defense by claiming victory in the opener. 14-10, the final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Cam Newton, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And finally, on Monday night, a doubleheader to start the new year. Houston traveling to the Bayou to take on the Saints. That'll be followed by Denver and Oakland from the Bay Area. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game. Then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. On third down, Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Damn, I didn't
Give
have a
him
first
14
down.
on that one and a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Touchdown.
Nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with now 3 week 1 touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. So he's in for his third score of the game. probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This will be taken in at the 1, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. But he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Roethlisberger now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And running with power here. Past the trap. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone.
I didn't think it was going to go that far.
Pittsburgh. James Conner, 44 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Roethlisberger will throw. And incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Opting to run again here with White. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England 1st down.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, 166.
On 1st down, it's White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
A little late on the call, but I'm taking that.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That could really be demoralizing.
Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Brady now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Brady's throw there complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. Brady's throw caught by Thomas. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when we talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
What?
Offense.
Never.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. To throw is Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as they have taken the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Touchback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now this throw complete to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady.
1st down.
Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. White's got a 1st down and more. He's brought down after a very nice game. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to...
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
A lineman now. He's gone.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
Kick is good.
To force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes, if the opening's there. Someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw, and he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. He'll look to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 11, 35 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 21 yards away. As his guys are back within a single score. They'll look to throw. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra. Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season. Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us.
All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Pittsburgh, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like
who's
a
hurting
belly
you
show.
right now?
This so perennial. Do this for my
Michelle, 5
millennials. I be
weeks.
murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
That's
The
fine.
young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like Chappelle show. This so
Yeah, look, the
perennial.
two
Do
0-1
this for my
teams.
millennials. I be murdering any flow.
How much did they lose by?
Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the
42-6.
The story
Oh boy.
flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
Brady's second, 6th, and 8th. There's Sonny Michelle, first, and 22nd.
See, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling
Give him the ball 57 times.
I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the GOAT, Tom Brady, and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots as they match up with Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
Who's getting the ball? Okay.
2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good playing it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
It's hard to know who exactly to feature when you do a Patriots game, but in this case, we're going with James White, the running back out of Wisconsin. Highest receiving and rushing totals in 2018, just under 1,200 yards. Remember a few seasons ago against Atlanta in the Super Bowl? He had an MVP-esque performance.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Here's Brady.
No way.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
See what happens this game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Fitzpatrick on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at his 4.
Straight up.
He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here.
Yep, hang on 1 second.
after a good stop. Brady now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady on the bootleg. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up.